Traditional, public, magnet, private, Montessori, micro school, STEAM, STEM, what? Hey, it's Megan Smones here, your expert Arizona educator. I'm here to break down the options of schools in Arizona for you. Today we are focusing on private schools. Have you seen any of these names around Arizona? These are all private schools. A private school is just any school that is privately funded, meaning that students and their families pay tuition. They tend to be pricey and charge on average about $10,000 annually in the state of Arizona. This is even higher for high schools, which average around $15,000 annually for the state of Arizona. So speaking of funding, Arizona recently changed their funding options for students in the state. If a student attends a private school or is homeschooled, they are eligible for something called ESA or Empowerment Scholarship Account monies. An ESA consists of 90% of the state funding that would have otherwise been allocated to the school district or the charter school for the qualified student. This varies depending on the student's needs and age. For example, a student diagnosed with autism will get significantly more ESA monies than a typical child. If you are struggling to pay for your private school, check out the Arizona Department of Education's website. They have information about applying and different amounts that you may get. Arizona has close to 500 private school options across the state for families to choose from. Each one offers different benefits, locations, student services, and tuition costs. Some schools offer scholarships for families with financial need or children with exceptional abilities. They all have different programs, from traditional settings to online to Montessori to religious affiliation. An important thing to remember is that private schools do not follow under any regulation or supervision from the state. They are allowed to use whatever curriculum, methods, and teachers they think are best. With this lack of oversight, there are opportunities for innovation, but there is also room for schools to take advantage of families. Please make sure that you are vetting the school thoroughly and continue checking in to determine if they are still meeting your child's needs. Private schools are not required to support students with special needs. They are not required to follow an IEP or other 504 plans. One of the issues this causes is that local public schools are required to service these students, even if they do not attend their school. But they do not receive the funding associated with this child. It puts an added strain on the public school system. This is something that you should think about if you have a child with special needs. Private schools, like charters, are not required to provide transportation or food to their students. This may also be a factor in your decision. Students who thrive in a private school setting want a parochial education. They may need specific programs that are not offered in a public or a charter school. They may have enough money to afford the tuition payments. They may be looking for smaller class sizes, which is often an option at private schools. They may play a sport that the private school is known for example, Brophy's football program. Students who may not thrive in a private school setting may not be able to afford the tuition. They may have a disability or a health impairment that is not serviced by the private school, although some private schools do service these, so just make sure that you're doing your research. They may need transportation to and from school. They may need a school lunch program, and they may not align with the religious expectations of that particular parochial private school. The school that I run is a private school. We are non-parochial and offer some SPED services. Our program is entirely one-on-one, and it is designed for kindergartners to 8th grade. Make sure you hit that heart and follow button for more information. I also offer private consulting on selecting a school that meets your family's needs. Reach out to me for more information. My contact information is on my link tree. Do you have questions about private schools? What other schools are you wondering about? Drop a comment and let us know what content you want. And until next time, stay elite out there.